Hello, everybody. It's Stephen here for the Idiot Quilter, and this is my weekly episode number 243 for November the 28th, 2023. We're just about at the end of the month, and that takes us into the month of Christmas, December. And yes, I'm starting to think about decorating. And, well, more about that maybe later on, but let's jump right into what I have been working on. So here you go. This is the Bundles of Joy, which I'm now calling Bundles of Joy / Bundles Destroyed. There's a bit of not a pun, but a bit of fun in that title, because if you notice on this quilt, there are 3 blocks that have kitties' faces on them. And next to them are blocks that have been destroyed by the kitty, because you know what kitties are like at Christmas time, right? Especially with the packages underneath the tree. They like to investigate, and kitties like to chew on them. They like to give them a little claw, all that kind of thing. So with this quilt, although this wasn't called for in the pattern design, I decided I would add this as a fun little element. And it's not very obvious until you start to study the quilt, start looking at it, and then these are like a nice little surprise, at least in my imagination, they're a nice little surprise. They pop right up, and you go, oh, look, oh, I get it now, why it's called Bundles Destroyed. So this is the second place winner of the little competition or poll that we had for the 4S Club. You know that I did the Scrappy cats. That's the one that everybody chose for me to do, and you have seen that in bits and pieces, but it is now completely finished. It is quilted, it is bound, and you're not going to see it until around the middle of January, when the 4S Club reveal all the quilts that they have done in their entirety. So you'll just have to wait for that. Now, I might give you a little teaser on some of the blocks in that particular quilt this coming weekend, but more about that in a moment. This was the one that had the second most number of votes, and again, you're not going to see this quilt again until it is completely finished, and not until January, when I have it all quilted and whatnot, and also have it a little bit pressed as well, a little wrinkly there at the moment. So that I have finished, and then I made this one as a palette cleanser. My picture of it is not very good. The quilt is not warped or wrinkly. It lays very flat, and it is straight. It's just the way I have it hung up here on my display board. I have got to do something about, taking pictures of my quilts, because I'm really lousy at it. But anyways, back to this one. This was a kit. It's a table runner kit. It's supposed to be a Christmas table runner kit, although I kind of debate how Christmassy this is, given the fabrics that were in the kit. They're all batiks, and it was very simple to do, so I call it a palette cleanser. I like to do a simple project between big projects. Just gets my mind clear again, and you get a quickie sense of accomplishment when you do a little small project. This one, I got the kit when we were in Vancouver at a little quilt store there, and it was on for 50% off, I believe. So I thought, well, yeah, it's a table runner kit. I saw that it had batiks in it. I love batiks, and I thought, well, sure, for 50% off, grab it. I think it cost me maybe $20. Well, you can't ask for any simpler table runner in this one, because all it came with were the fabrics that you see there. Forget about the little trees in the middle for a moment, and it was all cut pretty much in strips. The only piece I really had to cut was the center piece, the large one, and they told you what to cut it down to. Then the rest of them were all pre-cut. You just sewed them to the edges of each side of that block in the center, and you had a table runner. But I thought it was a little boring, so I appliqued these trees that I found a freebie image outline on Google Images, and just put them on some Steam-A-Seam. I put the Steam-A-Seam actually in my printer and printed these out, cut them out, appliqued them on, and I just think it makes a little bit more interest in the table runner. And then of course I did put it on Lucy and let Lucy do this holly leaf and berries kind of design that you see there on it, and bound it, and away we go. So this is in my pile of possible gifts for people down the road. Just as an aside, I enjoy making table runners because they are a fast project, and you get a sense of satisfaction of doing like a quilt, except something that you can do in a matter of, well, in some cases, hours. And they do make a nice, hostess gift or something like that when you need a gift. So I just make these when I feel like it, or if I see a if I see a kit that I like, and yeah, they sit in a basket, ready to give to somebody as a gift. So yeah, that's what I have been up to. And one more thing. Okay, this is not the actual project itself done. This is the picture from Designs by Juju. It is an in the hoop embroidery design. It is called the North Pole Village Christmas Skirt. I bought this a year ago, the file, and started it a year ago. And yeah, I'm still not finished. I've worked on it a little bit more this year. Will it be ready for this year's Christmas tree? Nope. Don't think so. Not going to put myself into the pressure to do that. Maybe I will have it done, but I doubt it. Now, I have the center pieces done right now. This is what they look like. Again, this is not my actual pieces. I changed the fabric out. I did keep the blue in it because I like the blue in it, but mine's totally different fabric. So I've got all of these pieces done in the center. I've got about half of the pieces done in this next ring. And of course, I haven't done any of these ones on the outside yet. These ones, each one of these little pieces that are here take well over an hour to stitch out, especially these ones in the middle ring. I have a feeling these ones on the outside are going to be less time because, well, basically there's less thread changes, and yeah, there's like, they're the same, there's just two different blocks here. That's it. So once I get there, I think that'll go very fast, and sewing it together won't take me all that long. But will I have it done for this Christmas? Time will tell. Time will tell. Okay, so that's what I've been working on, and I just realized something. Let me lighten up this picture because I forgot to turn on my lights. I've been playing around with microphone settings and everything today, and I discovered something that I did not know how to do, and I think I've done it now because now I should be in stereo. In stereo. In stereo. Okay. Let's get back onto topic, shall we? All right, what's happening? What's coming up? What's new? Sewing with Stephanie and Stephen tomorrow, which is Wednesday at the time of this recording. That would be Wednesday, November the 29th, 2023, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Time. You pretty much know the drill. We have our regulars, but all are welcome. We are not a cliquey group. Okay, we are very supportive. We love new people joining us for whatever time they can join us. These run all day long. And it's a great time to socialize, ask questions if you have any, find out what other people may have purchased. We do have enablers in the group, and get some projects done. So yeah, so that's tomorrow, and the link for it is in the show notes below. Men's Sew Day, my second one, is coming up this coming Sunday, December the 3rd. Starts at 8 a.m. Eastern Time and runs until 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We have to stop them because we have to do Stephen and Walter live at 4 p.m. on Sundays. We don't have a lot of gentlemen joining us yet, and I'm still thinking, and it's going to really depend on what the turnout is like and how things go this Sunday, whether or not I'm going to continue these into the new year. My plan was originally, it's for men quilters only, sorry ladies, to have it on the first Sunday of every month. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. So if you're a man and you quilt or sew or whatever, you can join us. The link is in the show notes below, but the better way is to drop me a line. My contact information, again, is in the show notes below. Sounds like I repeat myself a lot. And just send me an email saying you'd like to be on the mailing list, and you will be. And that way I send out to everybody on the mailing list the date and the Zoom link for it. But as I said, you're not under any obligation to join the mailing list. You can just, on the day of, whenever, click on the link that's in the show notes. And did I say the show notes below before? Did. And I'm saying it again, and you'll probably hear it again. Yeah, the link is there. Okay, now something coming up this Saturday that has to do with the bundles of joy, the scrappy cats, quilts, all of that, because the 4S Club is going live this coming Saturday, December the 2nd at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're not on my channel, we're on Stephanie Stitch's channel. And there is a link to Stephanie Stitch's channel in the fill in the blank. This is interactive. Yeah, not. It's there, and that means that Stephanie, Shannon from Slay Arts, Sean from The Guy Who Sews, and myself, the four of us will be there, and we'll be working on something. I was going to say our original plan was we'd be working on these quilts that you voted on, but I know I've got mine done. I think Stephanie has too. I'm not sure about Shannon and Sean where they are at with their projects. But nevertheless, we'll be talking about them. We'll talk about, trials and tribulations of these. I know I had a few. Yeah. So you're welcome to join us for that live and to, ask us questions or about the projects or whatever. Really, it's kind of a free-for-all with the four of us from the 4S Club. Yeah. Okay, so that's this Saturday, December the 2nd at 5 p.m. on Stephanie Stitch's channel. Okay? All right, so that takes me to a new product that I bought. And let me just pull up the picture. So this is called the 9-degree circle wedge ruler. It was an expensive ruler. I think by the time I paid for shipping and everything, it cost me about $75 Canadian. I was a little loath to buy this because this might be a one-off. I showed you, I think I showed it last week, the kit that I bought when we were in the Cambridge, Stratford area back in September. I bought a kit for doing a table runner called the Spicy Spiral Table Runner, and it's a really cool design. However, you need this ruler to cut the wedges. Now, in the pattern, I think I mentioned this too last week, so sorry if I'm repeating myself. With the pattern that I got with the kit, it had a drawn template on paper, which you could copy out onto template plastic or whatever, and just do it. Well, I looked at it and went, no, I don't think I want to, because it's pretty long. It says right here on the package, 25 inch. Yeah, it's 25-inch ruler. So I figured, let's do it right. Let's invest in the ruler. So I got the ruler, and yesterday I have cut the fabric strips that I need for this. I have watched a video on YouTube from a place out in out in Australia, actually, where they showed you how to do it. It looks pretty simple and very effective. So yeah, this might be a one-off. However, if you look here at the packaging the ruler has come with, there are some patterns or some examples of other things that you can do as well. So who knows? We'll see how this one goes. And if I like it, if it works out pretty good, I might consider trying some of these other patterns that I think you can download for free. Or, well, even if you have to purchase them, if I see one I like, I might do that at some point in time. I mean, I have the ruler, might as well, get my money's worth, right? So that's a project that's coming up. Well, actually, I'm going to be working on this particular table runner with this ruler tomorrow on Sewing with Stephanie and Stephen. So we'll see how that goes. There could be cursing and swearing. Could be. Okay, that takes me to Subscribers Quilt of the Week, and this comes from a regular subscriber here on my channel. We've seen some of her beautiful creations in the past, and here's another one, and this is by Yvonne McKenzie. This week's quilt from a subscriber comes from Yvonne McKenzie, and if you take a quick look at this quilt, it looks like it is a t-shirt quilt, but with a very specific theme, all about Harley Davidson motorcycles. And she writes, I made this quilt for a friend that had a motorcycle accident. He's recovering fine now. And what a great quilt to help somebody recover from a bad accident. This looks great, and I'm sure if he's a Harley enthusiast, which he must be, I mean, why would you build or make a quilt if like this if he wasn't? But anyways, I'm just loving it. I wish I had a little closer look at it so I could see the quilting that's in it, and what I can see looks wonderful. And you know, these fabrics, although I am not fond of these kind of graphics with skulls and things on them, when you see it all together as a quilt, it is fantastic. And I love the fabric that was picked out for the border. Every piece of it seems to go together so well and surrounds beautifully this center piece, this panel. I'm assuming it's a panel. I'm not sure about that. But this is a wonderful quilt, and I am sure the person receiving this is going to absolutely love it and cherish it for many years ahead. Thank you very much, Yvonne, for sending this to me. So that takes me to YouTube of the week, and this is something that's all a buzz right now. It's about using glue to baste a quilt. The video is called Glue Basting 101, How to Use School Glue to Baste a Quilt of Any Size. And this is by someone that I'm going to speak about in a few minutes again. But first of all, here's my review of that particular video. This week's YouTube video, which I'm sure you have already seen, but just in case you haven't, is about glue basting your quilts. This is a really interesting concept. I mean, the one thing people hate if they don't have a long arm is basting a quilt, right? Well, in this particular video clip by Stitch Obsessed, she calls it Glue Basting 101, How to Use School Glue to Baste a Quilt of Any Size. In this video, she shows you how you can use Elmer's washable school glue to put your layers together in your sandwich. And I think it is a brilliant idea. And of course, it's going to hold down your quilt much better than, say, pins or even the spray basting things that you can get. A lot of people don't like spray basting because they don't like the overspray or even the fact that they are using a chemical that is filtering through their air and could get into their lungs. You don't have any of those problems with this technique. So if you've not heard about this, then you need to check out Stitch Obsessed's video about glue basting. And so, as I said, I am going to be doing an interview later today, so it won't come out until next week, with the person who did the video for glue basting. And her name is Miriam. And Miriam has a YouTube channel called Stitch Obsessed. And we'll be talking about her channel, and we'll be talking about Miriam's quilting background as well on an interview that I'm doing, as I said, later today. And you will see that interview next week. So more then, be sure to tune in. All right, that takes me to future projects. And this one is one I've had for quite a while. I think I got it as a freebie. I think it might be a freebie pattern as well. It comes from a company called Antler Quilt Designs, and it's called Mysterious. And it was in my pile, kind of mysteriously hidden in my future project pile. So I pulled it out. And yeah, it's one that I want to do at some point in time. But here's what I'm talking about. This week's future project is one that comes from a company called Antler Quilts Design, and the quilt is called Mysterious. And I've had this in my collection. I actually have a little binder where I put quilts patterns that I have bought or that were free downloads, and I put them in this binder for consideration for projects I want to do down the road. And of course, then I put this little binder away where I forget all about it. So I dug this binder out the other day because I'm starting to think about next year, 2024, and what I might want to do. And this is one pattern that looks like I could do it very quickly. And it's called Mysterious by Antler Quilt Designs, as I've mentioned. And you can see that it's you can buy this online, and I've put the link in the show notes below. But the requirements on this, which are going by very fast and I can't seem to stop that, are very simple. You can either do this from a jelly roll, or you can do it from a fat quarter bundle as well. So that makes it very, very easy when it comes to coordinating your colors. And also it has various layouts, as you see on the cover of this. So one pattern can make you up to 6 different quilts that all look very different but are actually the same techniques. It's just the layout. So I'm kind of getting excited about doing this one, and I may have to take it out of my future projects binder and put it in my let's do it now spot. And so that brings us to the online quilt store of the week. Now, this is one that I did not know existed, and I probably wouldn't have known it existed until I believe it was one of my subscribers, I'm trying to think who it was, who ordered a pair of LDH scissors. That's a story for another day. Actually, we've already had the story about the LDH scissors on So Chatty, if you've been following that. That's a little saga. But in the meantime, this person had ordered them from the Quilt Kitchen. And I think it was Adam from Adam Sews. I think he found some snips he liked in the rainbow colors, the rainbow oil effect, slick effect, whatever they call that. And I said, he asked me about the Quilt Kitchen because he says it's in your province, in your country. And I said, no, did not know about that. So I checked them out. So here's my review of the Quilt Kitchen. This week's quilt store online is one I've never heard of before, and I didn't hear about it until one of my subscribers was talking about it. And it's called the Quilt Kitchen, and it's located in Exeter, Ontario. So let's check this out because this one's all brand new to me. So here is their homepage. Shop new arrivals, a little bit about us. We are your premier provider of top quality products, services, and education for modern quilters. They talk about where it all began, their mission, their vision. Then they have featured products, and they have a Christmas. Ooh, that one, that's really cool. Ombre Christmas Village Kit. Yeah. And not a bad price, because I'm assuming it's, of course, it comes with all those fabrics, and I really like that. That's fantastic. Okay, back to the point I'm trying to make here. They have some of the Tucker's rulers. I wonder if these are the new ones that have the wing clipper basic, or the one that has the 1/4 inch marks on it. Can't really tell in the picture. Get inspired. They have a gallery, and then they have map and things like that. Okay, let's jump right in to the shop and take a look at this. They have books, and they list what's in there. They have 2 books, 7 classes, a kitchen gadget, project in a day, quilts for sale, thread, pre-cut fabrics, kits, notions, patterns, kitchens again. Oh, that's just kitchens, whatever that means, but we'll check that out. And gift cards. Okay, where's their fabric? They have pre-cut fabric. Did I miss fabric? Okay, let's check out the pre-cut fabrics and see what we have here. Okay, so they've got grunge fat quarters, juicy juices. Ooh, I like juicy juice. Charm squares, jelly rolls. More. They have okay, fat quarter bundles. It's kind of not a bad looking selection. 3 pages of them. Go to page 2. And it continues. Yeah, there's some things here price-wise, which you would expect. So it's average price. And the 3rd page of these, we'll take a look at it. Ooh, the reindeer stuff looks good. Okay, there's not bad selection here. Wild Blossoms, that's on sale. A lot of these look like they're on sale. Okay. So if you're looking for jelly rolls or fat quarter bundles, they have not a bad selection, but do they not have fabric? It does not look like that. Books, classes, cut, yep. Just the pre-cut fabric is all they have. Okay. They look like they have a physical location, but that's kind of a disappointment if all they have, maybe in the physical location, they actually have bolts of fabric. I don't know. Let's take a look at what they're offering in classes. All things winter class, binding class, Christmas, crazy Christmas tree class. That's kind of fun looking. How to use the Deb Tucker wind clipper. Jelly roll rug class. Who doesn't have one of those? Then they have a needle and punch needle embroidery class and a paper piecing class, making it looks like that quilt. Okay, they've got some interesting classes. If I was in the area, I would definitely take that crazy Christmas tree class because I really like that. Now it's $60 for a class. Yeah, but it's, I was just looking, I wondered if I could buy the pattern separate for that. Well, let's go back up to shop. So that's classes. We'll come back to some of these other ones, but where's patterns? Here's patterns. They only have 4. Let's see what those are. Okay, So Kind of Wonderful quick curve ruler to make this 70 and Sunny pattern. Oh, the Color My World pattern. Yeah, that one is one that they did on the quilt show last year or 2 years ago, and I love that quilt, but boy, does it look like it's going to take you some time with that. The Jelly Roll rug, yeah, who hasn't got that one? Rose Star quilt pattern. Oh, I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping to have that crazy Christmas table runner as a pattern, but they don't. Okay, let's go back to shop again. And I'm curious about this project in a day. So little kits like a needle book. Takes 2 book by me. Jennifer Jangles 30-day sampler embroidery kit. And pajama pants. Okay. Not too impressed by that. I'm curious. What about kitchen gadgets? They sell kitchen gadgets. The Quilt Kitchen, I guess that's what I call it. They sell one. Stasher reusable silicone stack bag. Okay. Well, I guess if you wanted something like that. What else they got? They had kitchens, too. They have kitchen gadgets and kitchens. Tea towels. Okay. Tea towels. What more can I say? Tea towels. Quilts for sale. They have 2. Okay. All right. Again, not thrilling me. I was kind of excited to review this site, but now I'm kind of disappointed. Okay, let's check out Thread. I'm not expecting much here. They have one. And that one is okay. Arrow Philosophy. So it's a kit. You get a box. You get thread. Okay. Yeah. All right. That's okay. Details. Let's see. Maybe in details it'll tell us more. Well, they have a little video. Same pictures. Thread Labs. It's a subscription series. Oh. 6-part series that will tell the story of Aurifil from their history and unique production process to an in-depth education of our revered threads. From July through December, we'll gain the necessary tools. Okay. It's a subscription box of threads. And what is $125 for each one? Probably. Yeah, 7 spools, 6 small. Yeah, it would be 125 for each one. Okay, I am less than overwhelmed now with this particular site. Did we look at kits? Yeah, we did. We took a look at kits. Or did we? Maybe not. No, we didn't. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, if you're looking for a kit, that might be something to shop for. Have we exhausted it? Because I'm pretty much notions. Well, what the heck? Let's take a look at notions. Can you hear my voice? I'm not impressed. Because I'm not. Yeah. Now they do sell, let's see, Karen K. Buckley's scissors, and they sell LDH pinking shears and the Prism gift set of scissors and the snips. Okay, well, you know how I feel about LDH scissors these days. Yeah, no. Okay. Upcoming events. Let's see what they have coming up. Okay, Southwest Quilt Crawl. Okay, so that's just a shop up. And Go for Grunge Moda. What's that about? Get 5 fat quarters and Orifil thread monthly. It's a subscription. $36.98 shipping per month. Okay, well, yeah. So what can I say about this, the Quilt Kitchen? It's a little overwhelming. I'm disappointed they don't have any fabric online. And, oh, let's give them a little bit more of a chance here to see what they have as shop new arrivals. Maybe there's hope here yet. Or maybe there's not. Okay. All right. So the Quilt Kitchen, if you're looking for some kits, if you're looking for pre-cuts, might be a spot to check out. I have no idea what their shipping is. We didn't check that. Let's see if they have a section about shipping. Well, not in there. Should we buy something and let's put something in a cart? Oops, wrong button. One shot. Okay. I guess I have to pick from pre-cuts, don't I? So yeah, we're going to take the Juicy Juice. And we've got in the cart. Did it say anything here about the shipping? Just waiting dimensions. Nothing here about shipping. Okay. Add to cart. Okay, I added it to the cart. It says it's in stock. Why didn't it put it in my cart? I hit the wrong button or something? Add to cart. Okay, let's click on cart. Oh yeah, there it is. View cart. Okay, there we go. I've got 2 in there. Calculate shipping. Canada, select an option. Ontario. Oshawa. Update totals. So it's 112. Okay, I get a choice here. Expedite it 2026. Priority regular parcels 2026. So why wouldn't you go for expedite it? Express post 25. Local pickup. Okay, shipping isn't bad. And I imagine that increases with more things you have in the cart. So let's go update cart. Did it do it? It's a slow website. Let's just double the amount. No, I can't because they only had 2 of those. Well, anyways, shipping, it looks like it's Canada Post. So yeah, we'll get rid of that. Overall, like I was saying, I am a little underwhelmed by this particular site. Don't think I'll be returning to it because there's nothing here to grab me, but maybe if you're into kits, if you're into pre-cuts, this might be something you'll want to check out. So that's the Quilt Kitchen. Okay, so that brings me to pretty much the end of this episode, except I just want to talk a little bit about, and if you watch my vlog, you've heard this already, and on Stephen and Walter Live, it's a broken record. But anyways, I'm going to say it again. You know I have a goal. By the end of the year, I would like to have, ideally, 10,000 subscribers to my YouTube channel. Now, I'm not new to doing YouTube channels, and we talked about this on Stephen and Walter Live, so if you haven't seen that, there's a link for it in the show notes below. I've been doing this now for a little over 11 years. I started doing YouTube videos just at the beginning of my retirement, which I retired in 2012. God, I'm old. I started out as a crafter, and then I moved eventually into quilting, and the YouTube channel has evolved over time, and I've talked about that on Stephen and Walter Live and on the blog as well. But it's been a slow uphill climb for subscribers. Now, in the last year or so, I've had a real burst in new subscribers, and that's great. I love it. But I'd like to have 10,000. I don't know if I'm going to reach that goal. I have a month. And really, it doesn't depend on me that much. It depends on you. If you watch my videos and you've never subscribed, please do. It's going to help me out. How does it help me out as a YouTube creator? What it does is YouTube has these algorithms that are a bit of a mystery to most of us. But essentially, the more subscribers I have, the more that my videos rise to the top, meaning, they become more available to other people who know nothing about me. And they go, oh, look, there's a recommended video. I've never heard about this guy. He's an idiot. I should watch that. I want to see how much of an idiot he really is. And that's how my subscriber base grows. So I'm at about 9,650 approximately. Got a ways to go to 10,000. Now, some people have asked me, well, when you get to 10,000, are you going to do something special? And I know a lot of YouTube people, creators, do. They have a giveaway or something like that. I don't want to do a giveaway. And here's why, and I'll be upfront about it. I'm always upfront about everything. Maybe too much so. However, shipping will kill me. If I want to send you something nice, and I would want to send you something nice, it's going to cost me a small mortgage to ship it to you wherever you are in the world, including the United States and even in my own country. Shipping is horrible. We're just being gouged left and right for that kind of thing. And I know everybody out there knows what I'm talking about. You've experienced that. However, that doesn't mean I can't do something special. I have an idea. It would involve prizes. It would involve, well, that's all I'm going to say. I have an idea. But I'm not going to put that idea in place until I have 10,000 subscribers. So, if you have never subscribed to me, please do. And while I'm talking about that, I have a few of my YouTube creator friends that could use your support as well. Shannon from Slay Arts. Check out her channel. Links in the show notes. All of the links for my friends are in the show notes. Check her out. Subscribe if you haven't. Russ of Quilt Meets World. Check him out. Subscribe if you haven't. Stephanie Stitches. If you've never checked her out, where have you been? Living under a rock? Whatever. But check her out. Subscribe to her, please. Adam of Adam Sews. Check him out. Subscribe to him, please. Sean of The Guy Who Sews. Check him out. Subscribe to him, please. Kelly's Quilts and Cruises. Never checked her out? Subscribe to her, please. Have I missed anybody in my list? I hope not. But let me just double check my list to make sure I haven't missed out on anybody. Felon of So Be It Quilts. Check her out. Subscribe to her, please. I think those are all the ones I have right now. but we need your help. We need your support. Because, you know, these videos that we do take a lot of our time. Now, for me, it's a hobby. It's not a business. It's a hobby. I love doing it. If I didn't love doing it, I wouldn't do it, because that's my philosophy. If it doesn't bring you joy, don't do it. If you hate it, don't do it. If it hurts, don't do it. Okay? So, yeah. But you know, we do have feelings. Well, I have an ego. And just having 10,000 subscribers really strokes my ego. So you can help stroke my ego. Think of it as a Christmas present, a virtual Christmas present to me. Okay? If you subscribe to me and to my friends. Don't forget my friends as well. Okay, enough about that. So I hope you have a great week, and check out So Chatty later this week. Have no idea what we're going to be talking about, but we never do. And of course, Stephen and Walter live on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay, have a good one. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.